Sports mtaani tunawasuka maneno michezo from the eye of the people. Yes, Henry back at it again with another video. Today we are talking about athletics, Kenya's participation in this year's Paris Olympics. Yes, over the weekend, Athletics Kenya made a selection of a number of athletes to represent Kenya in this year's Olympics that will be held in Paris, France in a month's time. Today I'm gonna talk about who's going to Paris, in which event they're going to participate, who's the world record holder, who has the world lead, and the athletes to watch in each and every event. I'm gonna talk about the sprints, that's the 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, and possibly the 800 meters. If you're watching this for the first time, kindly like, share, and subscribe so that every time we release a new video, you're notified. We're on a road to 2,000 subscribers, and let's hope to hit this number by the end of the week through your help. The biggest performers in these qualifiers were two athletes, Emmanuel Wanyonyi, who ran a world lead time, and definitely Kenya's sensation and 2023 World Female Athlete of the Year, Faith Kipyegon. These two were the highlights of this event. This is Henry, and let's get to it. I want to take you details blow by blow in each event, who qualified to represent Kenya in this year's Olympic, and who are going to be the challengers and people to watch by. Yes, we all know in the 100 meters, Kenya has one sensation, and that is none other than Ferdinand Omanyala. This athlete for the last 2 years has been a sensation to watch. Wow. He's not got to his best yet, because we all know what happened in the previous World Championship event, and also we know what happened at the All African Games. Wow. He didn't perform as expected in these two events, but this time everything, the stars are aligning towards Omanyala. In the 100 meters trials that was ran in Nairobi, Omanyala ran the world lead time of 9 seconds 7.9. That is a world lead at the moment. We know this race is not going to be easy at the Olympic, because remember, the world record is currently held by Jamaican Usain Bolt, who ran a blistering 9.58 set at the World Championship in 2009. Bolt, even though has retired from the track at this moment, but we have contenders who are ready for the sprint. We know the Olympic champion Marcel Jacobs of Italy will be wanting to retain his title in 2020 in Tokyo. He ran 9.80, a second behind Omanyala's current world lead. The world champion also we know is Noah Lyles from the US of A, who won the world championship in Budapest at a time of 9.82. Other than these two athletes, we also know the person to watch in the 100 meters is the young sensation from Jamaica, Oblique Seville, who on the Jamaican trials earlier in June, ran a blistering 9.82. So in this event, we all hope that Omanyala can show up and run a repeat of his Kenyan trials time of 9.79. If he does this, wow, that's going to be great. We know 2 years ago in the Kipchoge Keino Classic, he beat the likes of Noah Lyles, and that also was one of the greatest performances we've ever seen from Omanyala. Will he do it at the Olympics? If he does it, it will be the first time in history that Kenya has ever got a medal at the 100-meter sprint. In the 400 women, Mary Moraa ran a blistering 50.39 at the Kenyan trials to qualify as one of the Kenya's representatives in the 400 meters. The world record in this event is held by Martha Koch, set in 1957. Wow, that's a long time. Nobody has ever broke this record. And this time was 47.60. It's been years since this was even attempted. Wow, can somebody break this record in Paris 2024? The Olympic champion is Shanae Miller from Bahamas. She set a time of 48.36 in this meet in Bahamas, and she's a two-time champion. So can she upset Mary Moraa this time round and set a precedent to have won 3 consecutive Olympics, same as Kenya's? We know him. Wow, the 3,000 meter steeplechase champion. The world champion in this event, the 400 meters women, is Mary Lady Paulino from the Dominican Republic. She won in Budapest at a time of 48.76. Will Mary Moraa and team be able to contain her? But the person to watch is Sydney McLanging from the United States of America. Yeah, she has the world lead time of 48.75. It's gonna be a long night for Moraa in the 400 meters. In the 400 men, we know this is not an event that Kenya is known to be performing so well in the years. But Zablon Ekwam is the Kenyan representative in the 400 meters. He's ranked 65th in the world and ran a time of 45.58 at the Kenyan trials. The world record is held by Wayne Van Nickel from South Africa. We know Van Nickel is a blistering performer when it comes to the 400 meters. He set this record in Rio in 2016 at a time of 43.03 seconds. The Olympic champion is Stephen Gardner from Bahamas. We know Stephen Gardner set the Olympic time of 43.85. The world champion is Antonio Watson from Jamaica, who in Budapest ran a time of 44.22. In this event, the person to watch is Christopher Morales from Canada, who has a world lead of 44.05 seconds. I can tell you for a fact, this is the most open event that you cannot predict who's gonna win at the Olympics. The world record holder, the Olympic champion, the world champion, and equally the world lead are held by different athletes. In the 800 meters women, once again, Mary Moraa will be participating in 2 events. Remember, she's in the 400 meters women, and now her strong event, the 800 meters women. In the Kenyan qualifiers, Mary once again ran a fast 1:56.03 seconds. Wow. But remember, she was beaten by Lillian Odera, yeah. So Lillian Odera was the leading participant in Kenya's qualifiers for the 800 meters. She pipped Mary Moraa and her sister at the tip end of this race. And Lydia Odera, remember, also is the national champion in this event. So who's gonna win at the Olympic? Is it Lillian Odera or Mary Moraa from Kenya? Or are we gonna be upset? The world record for the 800 meters women is held by Jamila Ratacholova from the Czech Republic. We know she ran 1:53:28 in this event. The Olympic champion is definitely the famous American, I think more from the United States of America. She ran in Tokyo 2020 at a time of 1:55:21. The world champion definitely is Kenyan's Mary Moraa. She ran in Budapest at a time of 1:56:03. But all said and done, the athlete to watch in the 800 meters women is 55.0. Yes. Wow, this is gonna be one of the events that Kenya has to show up, because equally I think Mo is not somebody to look by, but also Kelly Hutchinson has a world lead time. Will Lilian Odera or Mary Moraa let this go, or will they show up? In the 800 meters men, Emmanuel Wanyonyi at the Kenyan trials impressed, ran the fastest time this year. Wow, he got the crowd going. Wanyonyi ran a time of 1:41.70, which is a world lead. Everybody was on their feet. Remember that in this event, Kenya has dominated in the past. Yeah, since 2000 coming up, we've had Bugay, we've had Rudisha, we've had Korean. All these athletes have always showed up at the Olympics when Kenya needed them most. Will Emmanuel Wanyonyi replicate this performance of the past? We believe he will, with such a time of 1:41.7, which is a world lead. Why not? Who's gonna beat him? The world record holder definitely is Kenya's sensation David Rudisha, who set a time of 1:40.91. You can see Wanyonyi is close to this. The Olympic champion is Kenyan Emmanuel Korir, who won in Tokyo at a time of 1:45.06. The world champion is Canadian Marco Arop, who disappointed us to beat Kenyan athletes in that event. Wow, but the person to watch definitely in this event is still Emmanuel Wanyonyi, who has the best time so far this season. This is Henry, and thank you for watching. Remember, in our next show, we are talking about the middle distance running from 1,500 meters to the 10,000 meters. This will be on our next show. But today, this is Henry, and I'm out.